To my sister Edith and my brother Dudley and my brother Tony, and for everyone that is here today. A lot of very nice things have been said today. I really only have one thing to say, and that's thank you. Thank you in particular to my parents, my mom and my dad, as Edith very eloquently stated, for raising us correctly and appropriately. I think all of us have turned out pretty well and stayed out of jail. And, but I had a retirement ceremony in California. And as the chief of staff and responsible for the staff, they did a terrific job there. But I tell you, it does not match in spirit what I see before me today. So thank you all for being here. I want to start with that. Also, what I talked about at the retirement ceremony was a lot of my time in the Coast Guard, which I think was appropriate. But when I see Mark here and Roy and my brothers and sisters and Simon and Carlos and all these other memories come back to my to the floor, some of which I can repeat and some maybe we can talk about later. But so many stories about growing up, here in Corpus, and it really does warm your heart to be here. And I appreciate Dad, Mom, and Dad really making the effort to have a retirement ceremony for me. It is women like Betsy that can do all that, run a household, look great, and dance backwards in high heels. And so Betsy is the conductor of this orchestra and has built a beautiful family for all of us. And so I just wanted you to meet them. So thank you for indulging me. Thank you. Vice Admiral Brown was my boss in charge of the Pacific, as someone mentioned, basically from Montana to Madagascar, if you can picture that. It's the entire Pacific, so it's a big job, and I was his chief of staff. Anyway, it says Certificate of Appreciation to Dr. Tony C. Diaz Jr. and Maria Diaz. With your son's retirement after 30 years dedicated service, I want you to know that I recognize the significant role you played over the years. Your unquestioned devotion and encouragement have helped your son take on many of the responsibilities placed upon him during his military career. A life of a Coast Guard family member is sometimes difficult and demanding. As a father, your experience has been no exception, and a mother. Family members must possess special qualities, while the one they love serves the nation. In this regard, you have exemplified the qualities of patience, strength, and love. Your support, sacrifices, and affection played an essential role in your son's many career triumphs. On behalf of the men and women of the United States Coast Guard, I thank you. Presented 2nd day of April 2012, Manson K. Brown, Vice Admiral, U.S. Coast Guard. All right, one last thing, because she's in the back, but I see her. My Aunt Angie, everybody knows Angie. I want to recognize my Aunt Angie, who's always been there for our family. Thank you, Angie.
And what this is all about. God, mother, and country. Country, and what we're going to see here in a minute represents our great country. No question about it, but our country, the greatest country in the world, the greatest country that God has ever created. Not only the greatest, the most powerful, the most prosperous, and if it is to continue to be the greatest, the most powerful, the most prosperous, be the land of the free, with liberty and justice for all of us, and those coming behind us must be willing to serve in the defense of our country and our Constitution. And so, son Charlie, we're all here because we love you. We're so very proud of you for your service, not only to the Coast Guard and to the Coast Guard Captain Alejandro. You know this. We owe a lot to the Coast Guard for the opportunities that he gave you. First of all, going to the academy, and then for all the many opportunities that you had in the 30 years of service, and so forth. And so, with that, I salute you, and Commander, I salute you to Charley, to us, as your parents, your family members, your friends that are here. In our view, in our opinion, you're a great American hero, a real patriot, and we just are so proud of you and want to say to you, son, God bless you. And before I say the last word, I'm going to ask her if she has any one last word you want to say.
Just that I wish him well in whatever he undertakes after this, and that we're very proud of him and we love him very much, as well as his wife and children.